All right, December 12th, the treasure at our feet. It is not easy to find happiness in ourselves, and it is not possible to find it elsewhere. Damn, if that isn't true. Agnes Repplier, something like that. If forced to name them, the biggest obstacles to peace are ourselves and the world. Often en route to the truth of my soul, I get stuck. I get stuck in myself or lost in the world, or the reverse. Still, we carry the treasured essence within. It is always with us, very near, though it may seem far, and there is no place else to find the treasure but underneath our agitation. It waits there like gold on the bottom of a shallow lake, and though we stand in the water, the treasure at our feet, this stirring of our reflection keeps us from seeing. More often than not, I need to stop moving and thinking and fixing and simply reach within myself. Man. So run if you like, for it will all come with you, or think and reason as many times as you must, for your heart will outlast the ripples of your thought, or blame the things of this world if you need to, for the things you blame will eventually disappear. Then you and I will still be left with ourselves and the world and the treasure at our feet. Oh my goodness. So have you ever heard that quote? And I don't know who said it, but it's like, wherever you go, there you are. And I think that so often I see young people like, I'm going to move to this city and everything's going to be great. And sometimes it is, but I think when they figure out what they're running from is maybe their own shadow. And again, wherever they are, there they are. And that can be rough. And if you never figure it out, man, it just makes the road that much harder. So I had a client recently who was just really, really deep in their own shadow and just not seeing it at all. And they were trying to convince me that everything that was going wrong in their life was this other person or this other person. And I've been there. I have definitely been there. And then when you find yourself alone and you have no one to blame the same issues on, and you realize it's you, you will be amazed that even when confronted with the truth, people will still look for an alternate answer. And I feel like that was what was going on with this person. They were blaming someone for all of this stuff going on in their life, but continuously pulling this person back into their life, whether for financial reasons or sexual reasons. There was a lot of reasons that this person kept pulling the focus of the anger and everything wrong, but kept pulling that person back into their life. And it just was mind-blowing. It was really interesting to watch. And, I had the session with this person, and then they started calling me the next day, and just, it was overwhelming. Just breaking down and still not seeing that all of this was of their own doing. And as gently as I could, I put it to them, oh, this is you. This is you. You're the only one doing this. This is all about you. You are in the driver's seat. You are in control of this bus. You get to make the decisions from there on out. And honestly, they didn't like that, and I have not heard from that person since. And that's the problem. And the interesting thing was, they kept telling me that so many people around them are telling them, you know, you need to do this. You need to take control of this. You're doing this. You're doing this. They don't want to hear it. They do not want to hear it. And they came to me because they thought they were going to get some grand answer of like basically letting them off the hook somehow. And I'm like, oh, that's not how life works. And that's definitely not how shadow work works at all. So until you deal with it, until you deal with your own shadow, it's gonna be right there with you. So I don't know if I will ever see that person again as a client. I'm sure I'll probably see them around town, but probably not as a client until they realize that they are responsible for the stuff in their life and making the changes to have a different kind of life. So sometimes it's a lot. And sometimes it's hard to watch, you know, but everybody's in control of their own bus. All right, let's move on to mindful moment. Center yourself, and if there is something you are running from, inhale and let it catch up with you. Sit quietly, and if there is something you are trying to reason away, exhale and let it touch you. Be still, and as you breathe, let the forces of the world touch you and move on by. Good. Now, reach if you can with your breath for the treasure waiting within. I just love that. I just love it. I hope you can do that today. I hope you can reach the treasure that is within, or at least at your feet. And if so, let me know. I love to hear a good story. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Have an awesome day.